Welcome back everybody, Bakuzilla here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic Park X Transformers Tyrannocon Rex and Autobot JP93.
Hey guys, before I start the video, I just want to say that only a small percentage of viewers are actually subscribed, so if you do end up enjoying the video, make sure to subscribe. It's free and you could always change your mind. Anyways, enjoy the video.
So we're going to start off with Tyrannocon Rex here, and we're going to go into JP93 later. But for the painting and sculpting on Tyrannocon here, it is really good. Same quality as I've seen on, Kingdom Megatron. The body on the actual, robot mode figure is just, red and black, which you would think is, it looks bad. But, you know, for a Jurassic Park themed figure, it actually works really well. Again, the painting and sculpting on the actual dinosaur mode. The sculpting is basically, again, the same as Kingdom Megatron, but the paint is just Rexy from Jurassic Park. I really appreciate, how good it looks. They didn't just paint it brown and leave it. They actually went into detail and try to make it look as good as possible, and I think it looks phenomenal. It's just Rexy from Jurassic Park that can transform into a dinosaur. Also, the head sculpting on the robot mode, I'm so glad it's just not the Megatron one or doesn't have a mouth or anything. It's a really cool actual robot with a visor and stuff. Because if it's supposed to be a dinosaur, so I feel like it wouldn't be good if they made the head sculpt humanoid. So just making it less human, making it a robot with a visor, no mouth, it looks really cool. So now taking a look at the articulation for Tyrannocon Rex. First starting off with the head here, you can do a little swivel side to side. You can, I guess, look up. This is more for transformation purposes. You can do that. You can't really look forward, so really range of motion is like this. And then if you want to break her neck, you can do that. For the arms, you have a full 360. And you got joint here. Joint here. Here, let me go hinge. Yeah, the chest. I'll talk about that later. Got this. You got some wrist movement here. I guess you can move it up. That's the thing. And then this is again more for the dinosaur mode. This is more for the transformation. I guess if it's like a claw, I guess. For the other arm, it's actually different. You have the swivel. You can go up and down. Like this. And then the head itself can look up and down. And then its bottom jaw can open up that wide. We'll just put that back in there for now. You can swivel at the waist. And then that much spread. You got that much kick and that much back kick. So he can do the splits. Yeah. And then you got a knee joint, a double knee joint actually. Sort of double. It was kind of there for a second. Is it a double knee joint or am I just losing my mind? I was just losing my mind. It's not a double knee joint. I'm so sorry. It is not a double knee joint. It is just a regular knee joint, which you can also swivel. And then at the ankle, you can pose it up and down. I don't think there's a side to side. I don't know if that's on purpose, like a little bit. There you go. You can't do it sideways either, so it's just really like that. And then that is it for the articulation. For accessories, Tyrannocon Rex herself doesn't come with any accessories. It's just her, just the Transformer. That's it. For the size comparisons, here we have Tyrannocon Rex next to my previous review, the Movie Monster Series Legion, the Playmate Skullcrawler, Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock, the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Ford Explorer. Now moving on to the painting and sculpting on JP93. I'm not sure if his mold is reused like Tyrannocon, so I'm not going to comment on it, but it does look really, really good. The feet is basically just the back end of the car, but for some reason, I still like it. It still looks good. I'm not sure if that's just me being biased, but I do think the feet look good, even though it's just the back end of the car split in two. The chest looks really nice with the Jurassic Park logo there. I really like the head sculpt. He has sunglasses and Robert Muldoon's hat. I really appreciate that detail. The car doors are like the wings on Bumblebee. I really do like that as well. It's just the sculpting and mold and whatever, it looks really, really cool. It just works very well for this figure, and you don't even get me started on the painting. The painting is perfect. The painting is gorgeous. It is so good. I can't explain how much I love the painting on this vehicle mode. Or not vehicle mode, just this figure, just this Transformer in general. It looks so, so good. It's gonna make me cry how good the painting is on this figure. Same with the sculpting, in fact. This figure is chef's kiss of amount of beautiful. So, so good. So for the articulation on JP93, first at the head, you got a nice swivel. This time he can kind of look up and down, if you want to call that looking up and down. You got a full 360 motion here, and then a full 360. You just got a ball joint here, really, so you can do anything you want with this. And at the hand, you got, it's more part of the transformation, but you can, like, there you go. For the waist, no waist swivel. I'm surprised, actually. There's no waist swivel. It looks like there would be, but there's not. For the spread, bada boom. You can do the splits like so. You got a swivel here. You got a knee joint, which is a part of the transformation, so it can go all the way back. For the foot, which if you want to call this a foot, you can actually get an ankle joint in, which is really cool. I didn't expect them to pull this off, but they did, and it actually works really well. And best part, the feet, it's just plastic. There's no paint. There's paint on the other side, but that won't be touching the floor, so you won't scratch any paint off. It's just plastic, which is even better. So, yeah, the articulation on this guy is actually pretty sweet, although he is a bit loosey-goosey. So accessories for JP93, he actually comes with this blaster, which resembles Robert Muldoon's shotgun from Jurassic Park, which is really nice. You can put it in either of his hands, just plug it in there, and bada bing, bada boom. For the size comparisons, here we have him next to my previous review, the Movie Monster Series Legion, the Playmates Skullcrawler, Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock, Jurassic World Legacy Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the Jurassic Park Legacy Collection Ford Explorer. So for the transformation on Tyrannocon, it's just your classic Kingdom Megatron. It's not too hard, actually pretty enjoyable once you get to, like, actually used to it, used to transforming it back and forward. My major gripes is that for the feet, when you have to, like, pull them apart to go into dinosaur mode, it is a bit tough to pull them apart. I did have to use, like, a knife to, like, pry them open. Don't worry, I didn't damage the figure. Also, the chest piece, like, on the waist, where you have to click it in, doesn't like to stay put, doesn't stay. And also, the back kibble with the basically, the wings, is what I'm going to call them, the wings, the flaps, the pieces on the legs, they just keep falling. I have to use the arms to, like, prop them up so they won't fall. And even then, if you, like, move it around, it's gonna fall. Everything else, basically, is fine. Cool transformation, pretty simple to understand. Yeah. So that was the transformation for Tyrannocon Rex. We're going to skip past the painting and sculpting for the alt mode, since we already went over in the robot mode. So that means we're going to go into the articulation. And for this figure, it's pretty good. The head, up, down that far, open mouth. You can turn side to side. I guess you can also like turn the head like that. If I don't think that's not really supposed to happen, but you know you can. The arms are on ball joints, so you have all that liberty there. The legs move this way, all the way back that way, all the way forward that way. Knees, that far back, that far forward, and just like the robot mode, this is all you have for the ankles. Finally at the tail, no up and down, but you do have some side-to-side action like so. And even here, you will see a little bit of red, but you know, I'd say it's worth a little bit of red for this amount of mastery and articulation in a figure, or a Transformers figure. Yeah, so yeah, oh, stand please. Stand please. That was the articulation for Tyrannocon Rex. For the size comparisons, here we have her next to the movie monster series Legion, the Playmate Skullcrawler, the Studio Series 86 liter class Grimlock, the Legacy Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the Legacy Collection Ford Explorer. And now moving on to JP93's transformation. Really, all I gotta say is super simple. Learned it in my first go, didn't have to really look at the instructions after I first transformed it from vehicle mode to robot mode. After that, I basically got it down perfection. I mean, it's really not that hard. I think it's like a deluxe class figure, and half the transformation is just flipping up the legs. So it's really not too hard, and it's actually pretty enjoyable, pretty satisfying to see everything click in, which is actually pretty impressive for a Transformer figure to have everything click into place and stay in place. It's just really satisfying transformation. A+ job on this guy. So here is the transformation for Autobot JP93. This is a amazing looking vehicle mode. Like, there is no kibble. Other than the underside, which is bound to happen, there is zero kibble. This is like a perfect vehicle mode. This is extraordinary. This looks amazing. It's even got all 4 working wheels, you know? This looks fantastic. You can even have weapon storage. I think you can put one like this, like so, on top, or on the bottom. You take this little slot here and that little peg and put in there like so. Look at that. This is the best vehicle mode I've ever seen. This looks phenomenal. I love it so much. I can't explain how much I love this vehicle mode. It was like nice, easy, simple transformation. It's sturdy. It's good. It's a good vehicle mode. Like the doors popped out. Wow, thank you. Good, I love it. For the size comparisons, here we have him next to the movie monster series Legion, the Playmate Skullcrawler, the Studio Series 86 liter class Grimlock, the Legacy Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex, and finally the Legacy Collection Ford Explorer. So for my final thoughts and ratings, I'm going to try to keep it brief since this video is already long enough and I do want to shorten up my reviews. Anyway, starting off with the paint, I will give it a 5 out of 5. The paint on these figures are phenomenal. I've already stated how much I love JP93's paint job, and Tyrannocon's paint job is basically just Rexy from Jurassic Park. Really, really good. The red really suits the Jurassic Park feel of the figure. So 5 out of 5 for the painting. The sculpting, obviously I will give it another 5 out of 5. Again, JP93, just superb sculpting on that. My favorite sculpting I've probably ever seen on a Transformer. For Tyrannocon, it is just the Kingdom Megatron, which already looks good, and I really like the head. The head sculpt, good job on the head sculpt. And I really got nothing else to say. 5 out of 5 for the sculpt. For the articulation, I'll give it another 5 out of 5. Really doesn't disappoint in any areas and just excels in the areas it should. Like for Tyrannocon in the dinosaur mode, I don't know how they managed to get a fully functioning robot mode with a waist swivel, all the parts you need for the robot mode, and then when you transform it into dinosaur mode, it still works like a regular dinosaur action figure. It's just, yeah. For JP93, robot mode is just a robot mode. Somehow they added ankle pivot to him. I don't know. That was pretty cool. That was a nice feature. That was awesome. And then the car, they managed to get all 4 wheels to spin, which I know is really difficult for Hasbro to do. I don't know how they did it this time, but I really appreciate that they got it right for this figure. It's really nice. Accessories, again, 5 out of 5. They really didn't disappoint because I got everything I really would have wanted. Tyrannocon didn't need any accessories. Maybe a blast effect, but then again, none of the other Kingdom Megatron sculpts or retools, or what, not retools, repaints, got the blast effect you can put in the mouth, which, yes, by the way, you can put like a little blast effect inside the mouth. None of the other ones got it, but it's just Rexy, so again, Rexy doesn't have any accessories she needs. And for JP93, he got Robert Muldoon's blaster, which, awesome, perfect, that's what I wanted. The Robert Muldoon Transformer gets the Robert Muldoon blaster, nothing more to ask for. And for the size, 5 out of 5. You know, you got your deluxe class and your leader class figures, so they scale really nicely with each other. Just a giant dinosaur and a Autobot hunter going after this dinosaur Decepticon. Really cool, scales really well with the other figures from Studio Series and blah, 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 because, well, they're supposed to. They all scale together, basically. So yeah, in total, this is a 5 out of 5. I love this set. These two are my favorite. I'm probably biased because I love Jurassic Park, but these two are my favorite Transformers I have, hands down. If you're a Transformers fan and not a Jurassic Park fan, doesn't matter. These are still awesome figures. Definitely recommend. If you're a Jurassic Park fan but not a Transformers fan, doesn't matter. These figures are phenomenal. I definitely recommend them. And if you're both a Jurassic Park and Transformers fan, like I am, this is a must-have. You have to go buy this. It is $100, but it's a leader class and deluxe class, or it's a Voyager. I think JP93 is deluxe class. For $100, it is pricey, but it is so worth it because these figures are amazing. So yeah, those are my final thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.